KOTC pod. I wonder if our music's going, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if Gloria will be there.
Yeah, give her a shout out.
Gloria's the best.
Was it South Dakota?
South or North? One of them. One of the Dakotas.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Boy,
ready.
do we have a lot to go over today.
So much.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of King of the Court. We are your hosts, Tyler and
Jimmy Miller.
the one and only Jimmy Miller. Real quick,
One and only.
we have so much to cover, and also we have a couple big weeks coming up.
We do.
We will both be in Dallas for Worlds.
Dallas.
And so if anyone is interested in coming out, make sure to come on out. We will be doing some live pods, some recordings, talking to people. So if there's any specific player or personality out there, it doesn't have to be a player. It could be a commentator, a employee of the PPA. If you want us to chat with them.
Who would you like to talk to, Tyler? Anyone that's associated with pickleball that we haven't talked to yet?
Jim Kloss.
Dude, he was so atrocious commentating. Like, you couldn't even listen to him.
He had some glasses, some goggles, like safety goggles that he was wearing around, and he wasn't playing. Normally people wear those when they're playing, but he wasn't playing.
Well, he was commenting with Ava.
Nice.
It was crazy. It was like her great-great-great-grandpa.
I love me some Jim Kloss.
It was crazy. He's in the shirts he was wearing.
I did see one of them.
You saw the Charlie Kirk one?
Freedom, baby.
He's a big Charlie Kirk guy.
Yeah, so we'll be at Worlds. Come say hi. Come hang out with us. It's going to be epic. A lot of exciting matches. A lot of fun events going on. Activations. They had glow-in-the-dark pickleball last year.
Matt Kearney's going to be there.
Yeah. Can we get him on the pod?
Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest headliner they've had, don't you think?
Yeah.
Matt Kearney's good, dude. Kings and Queens. You heard that song? It's a pretty good one.
Sounds familiar.
He's got some pretty good ones. Got some bangers.
Yeah.
He just released a new one, actually. Anyways.
What is he? Is he country? Is he classified as
Yeah,
country?
I think he's kind of like pop country, but like I think he's got like a little Ed Sheeran tone to him. I don't know what you'd classify it as, but he's definitely leans towards more country.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, also, we need to talk about the NBA stuff, the gambling as well.
Well, I told you on the last pod, somebody from pickleball. It's going to happen, Tyler.
All right, let's go through the intro. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We have the title sponsor of 2025, which is the Picklr. We love the Picklr. We are sitting here at the Lehigh Picklr. We love them. This is the best facility of them all. If you're interested in starting your own business, reach out to them. They will get you started on your own indoor pickleball facility. They have over 55 opened indoor locations.
Yeah.
They are worldwide. They are taking over.
Are they a worldwide phenomenon?
I think so.
Did you see all the execs were in Scottsdale accepting their award?
Bow tied up.
Bow ties. Like literally Steven Russell. This is a man who showed up to the Picklr Awards that looked like he just ran a marathon. Was bow tied up. Suit. Looking dapper. Do you think they bought those or rented those?
Borrowed.
You think borrowed?
Yeah.
Do you think that I looked like George's was the one that he wore to his high school prom?
You think he still fits in it?
Maybe. Probably got it from Mr. Mac. Who's from Utah? Let's see. Remember Clark's tuxedos or DC tuxedos? Mm-hmm. There's a 100% chance you went to one of those when you were in high school.
Actually, there's a 0% chance because I did not go to those.
You didn't go to prom?
I did go to prom, but I didn't go to those places.
Where's the girl that you went to prom with? What is she doing now?
That's a great question. I'll have to do a little
Did you know
Facebook
the
search.
Girl that I went to prom with, her son, she lives in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincy.
Her son is a 4-star football recruit.
What could have been?
Now, her husband is a former EuroLeague pro basketball player. So she lucked out there. But, yeah. Anyways.
All right, awesome. Go check them out. The
Nothing
Picklr.
better.
Tell them the guy sent you from KOTC. Also, KOTC, we have a code for all PPA and also MLP events. So use code KOTC at checkout. It gives you the best discount possible. And it supports us a little bit. Jimmy, we also have a CAMEO. If you or your loved one would love a specialized message, whether that be a birthday, a Christmas, a Thanksgiving, a Halloween,
You know who's number one on CAMEO? Starts to get number one this time of year.
Who?
Freaking Santa.
Santa.
There's a dude that's like Santa.
Should we dress up as Santa?
Literally, the CAMEO Santa crushes it this time of year.
How do they know which is which?
I think that this guy's like pretty authentic, and I think they authenticated him.
I feel like you could do a Santa.
Was that a fat joke?
No, just the
okay.
old joke.
Just kidding.
Old joke.
I am old.
Okay. Also, last sponsor for now is Flickweight. We love Flickweight. You can add them to your paddle. It enlarges the sweet spot on your paddle. Also gives you a little bit more power. Everybody is using weights these days. Go check them out at flickweight.com. Use code KOTC. This is my favorite product by them. It's the tungsten strips. You can apply them anywhere on the paddle, on the top, on the sides, on the throat, wherever you want.
Also, just real quick, I'm going to change the subject. By the time this comes out, maybe not exactly, but it's going to be your birthday. So we're going to wish you a happy birthday on the pod today.
Wow.
Because I feel like, that's important.
I'm getting old.
You are getting older. You're getting well stricken in years.
Yes.
But a big KOTC happy birthday to Tyler. Let's see. Your birthday is
How old do I look?
You actually look young for your age, honestly. Your birthday's Wednesday?
Miércoles.
Miércoles.
Wednesday.
Mierda?
Wednesday. Yes, close enough.
Okay.
Yes.
Wednesday. So anyways, this will probably come out Tuesday.
Yeah, hopefully.
So the next day, don't forget, after you watch the pod, to wish Tyler happy birthday. He actually loves when you guys send him Instagram messages. And if you want his address to send Dippin' Dots, let me know. We just get you a P.O. box.
Going right back at you, we did not have this planned, but it was also Jimmy's birthday last week.
We're.
And I asked you, and you never responded back to me, but I asked you, how old are you turning? And you never responded back to me. So
That's
Jimmy,
I think I got distracted.
How old are you?
57.
Wow. You look old for that.
I'm an old. I look old for my age.
Yeah.
I'm an old Tyler. I'm an old man.
Okay.
Like I feel like my best years are behind me, but I never had a prime. I kind of skipped it.
I don't know if it's just because my birthday is in October. I'm sure it is, but I feel like I know a lot of people that have birthdays around here.
No, October. Well, you got to think that is it 9 months from Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
About 40 weeks or so.
Yeah.
36 to 40 weeks from Valentine's. Connor Pardo's birthday is in October. Jorge Barragan.
Yeah.
His birthday's in October.
Yep.
You know who I share a birthday with?
Who?
Fun fact. I think we have similar body types, and we're similarly famous, and we have similar bank accounts. Kim Kardashian. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
How long have you been using that?
It's true. That's a fact.
Okay, so this last week, we had PPA Rate Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It was in Sin
Sin City.
Jimmy, every time I go to Vegas, I gamble a little bit.
Did you?
Just by living. Every time I step on the court, I gamble a little bit.
Just by literally
just by living.
Just by being in Vegas, you're gambling for sure because there's some sketch. But
do you know who that came from?
Who?
I stole it from somebody.
Ryan Sherry?
Alshon.
Oh, I could see Alshon. Yeah,
it was in the post-match interview. He said, every time I step on the court, I'm gambling.
Alshon is full of one-liners, and when he lost today, I was a little bit disappointed they didn't interview him.
He's great.
Which I think we should talk about this really quick because let's get into the matches.
Okay.
But Will Doughton, they had a sideline reporter. Hannah Johns used to come out and she would do her little interviews and she would give us that big smile. She would gush over her brothers, but she's kind of been MIA a little bit.
Okay.
Liv Borski has the famous James Ignatowicz, awkward, hyped up on Adderall, took a bad trip interview. Mish sometimes will come down and interview. Fleming, if it's on ESPN and he can show his face, he'll definitely come down and interview if it's some way that he can hype himself up. But they did sideline reporting from Will Doughton, and he did post-match interviews. What did you think about that?
So I heard about it. I did not see it myself, but I heard about it, and I think most people liked it.
I thought it was cool. I think that it gave a level of legitimacy. Look, every sport has a sideline reporter, right? Now, usually it's an attractive female. Erin Andrews comes to mind. There's some others. So, Will, you're in good company. But, yeah, I thought he asked some pretty good questions. It's always awkward when they interview the losers, so I wish they would do it more because it makes it super awkward. But I thought it was cool. I think I actually really liked it.
Will is a cool guy. I've talked with him quite a bit. Nice guy. And he actually genuinely likes the sport and follows it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are in the pickleball space, shockingly, that don't know much about pickleball.
So him and I commentated a couple matches together now. He's very professional. He's very good at what he does. He's working hard. But one thing I like is, so look, you've got Will sitting there by their benches, right? And one thing I like is like, there's a timeout. Right? The commentators are talking. They go back on the court. You could throw it to Will and be like, hey, what did they discuss during that timeout? Mm-hmm. Because the commentators are too far away to hear that. But the sideline guy is sitting right there.
Yeah.
And so he can say, hey, this is what they're working on. This is what, Mama Waters said. This is what, so-and-so. I mean, I think that's really cool to have that kind of insight.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think as they do it more, it's going to get better.
Real quick, I've been meaning to give Matt Mayfield with PPA a shout out.
Matty Mayfield.
He's great.
Legend.
He is incredible. Been with them since the beginning.
He's one of the nice guys.
He is.
In sports and pickleball. He really is. Matt he's a good dude. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for PPA. And I mean, let's be honest, he's the brains of the operation.
He's got to be.
I mean, he's the guy that keeps it running.
Ogden wouldn't be able to do half the stuff without him.
Well, what does Ogden do?
That's a great question.
Truthfully, what does Connor Ogden
All
do?
I see him is wearing his BYU gear and talking about BYU
Yeah,
games.
he just talks about BYU and he walks around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Las Vegas, rate. It was incredible weather. That venue, that facility is beautiful. They've gone back, 4 or 5 years, and each year they improve on it. And I actually really liked what they did this year with the center court. In years past, they've it's tricky because it's a center court for a tennis facility, and it's a massive one. Even
big.
for tennis, it's big.
It's very cavernous.
So they have to figure out how to address that, kind of situate it. And this year, instead of building like platform seating around it, it was just all flat, which I thought was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, look, they do a good job of surrounding it so it doesn't
And
feel...
it was probably cheaper for them as well.
That's true. I mean, it does have some built-in bleachers, but because of those built-in bleachers that they have, the actual pickleball court is a long ways away from the stands because, like you said, it's big even if there was a tennis court there. But yeah, they've done a good job with it. It's cool. It's a cool facility.
The only downside with that center court that I'll say is it's so big that it's hard to feel the energy when you have a good point.
Yeah.
And then B, there's like columns around it, and so when the sun hits it at a weird angle, like the sun comes in really bright, and then there's these harsh shadows.
It also feels like, I know it sounds weird, but it feels like because of how it's built and set up, the wind swirls in there.
It can, yeah.
It can kind of swirl on center court. It's kind of odd. The other thing is so they did this drone shot, and I shouldn't make fun, but they did this drone shot. So the men's doubles was on ESPN2, and they do this drone shot coming into it from this big hype it up and rate Vegas Cup, blah blah blah, and the drone shot it's center court, and you're like, oh, that's pretty sick, right? And then it pans out. And it's just a bunch of taped tennis courts.
Yeah.
It looked good. It didn't look good, I'll be honest. You just see all these taped tennis courts.
Yeah.
With yellow tape. Not cool.
Making a mark.
Now it is Vegas, so they could have been caution tape.
Exactly. Don't go here.
Yeah. So crime scene investigation. So yeah. Anyways, what do you want to start with, Tyler?
Let's go women's singles.
Women's singles is getting exciting for one reason and one reason only. Eugenie Maybelle Bouchard.
Yes.
What is her middle name? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Somebody told us Ben's middle name. And we were way off, by the way. Did you know that?
Not surprising.
Jeannie Bouchard. Eugenie is her real name. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It looks like she does not have a middle name. Her full name is just Eugenie. Okay.
Maybe she just doesn't want it out there because there's a lot of creeps and weirdos.
Yeah, I heard that Eugenie had a little bit of an incident again. Leave her alone. All right. We're not going to get big name people to help grow our tour if you creeps don't leave them alone.
But maybe that does mean we are mainstream now.
Well, look, we haven't had a massive scandal in a while, right? Like we've talked about the gambling, the NBA gambling stuff. We need a pickleball gambling. I need someone to get a lifetime ban for gambling on pickleball. We don't need like a murder, but no pro players have committed crimes or at least been caught committing crimes in a while.
Yeah, well, there's a little bit of info that we might discuss later on in the show
About pickleball
Contracts.
players. Yes, but they're not committing crimes. So to
No,
speak.
but those are pretty. That's pretty.
Yeah,
big.
it's scandalous.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. But yeah, but I do think that like to be a legitimate sport, we need a scandal. So it's time. So whichever one of you wants to step up and take one for the team and, serve 12 to 18 months, we would appreciate it. So women's singles, look, women's singles is starting to get very tough as well, right? You've got the mainstays, we'll call them, Old Reliable, which is of course ALW. And then Kate Fahey and Leah Jansen and Caitlin Christian and Paris Todd are there every single time, right? Now Paris withdrew. I think her ankle is still not 100% for singles. But they're right in it every single time. But the wood paddle tournament, the Vintage Open,
That wood really got her going.
Eugenie got her going, and she took silver. And she steps up into this tournament and has I just want to go through this run that she had because this was not easy. So Ling Wei Kong in her ugly shoes, she beat her. Okay. Then she beats Catherine Parento, Canadian on Canadian crime. Speaking of that, when we get to C&D Nets, they are the official net of the Canadian Pickleball National League.
Okay.
By the way, they just announced that. Then she plays Georgia.
So I tuned in during that match.
Yeah.
And Jeannie had like a couple match points in game 3.
Yeah.
And then Georgia, or I think Jeannie had 1 or 2 match points in game 3. And then Georgia had like 4 or 5 match points. And then it went back to Jeannie and she was able to close it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jeannie ends up winning that 13-11.
Yeah.
Then she takes on Kate Fahey, who is the 2 seed. Now, I do want to talk about this match a little bit, okay? So Kate Fahey loses game 1, 11-1. Jeannie was on fire. She was wrecking her.
Just like tennis.
Just like tennis. It was like if these two were to play tennis, this is what would happen.
Okay.
Both at their peak. I think Kate was a good tennis player, but Jeannie was a great tennis player. We get to game 2. Jeannie's up like 10-2. First of all, Kate scores like a point and like starts screaming at the net. I'm struggling with that a little bit because it's not like Jeannie's someone that like reacts. And I know that Kate is one of those people that she needs that to fire herself up. But you literally just got BTA. Do you know what BTA means?
No.
Belt to ass.
Okay.
11-1 in game 1. Okay. Literally smacked. And now you get a point in game 2 and you're screaming at the net. Like like that was crazy to me, especially against an opponent. It's not like a Georgia who yells back or an AL or an AB. It's freaking Jeannie. Right? Jeannie's just trying to get out of there without getting freaking murdered by some crazy stalker. She's just trying to play some pickleball and go home. And you're screaming at her. So Jeannie actually ended up going up 10, I think it was 10-2.
Okay.
And Kate came all the way back. Maybe the screaming worked. Maybe it got to her. And Kate ends up winning game 2, 12-10. And then Jeannie's like, nope, not today. And everyone's like, in fact, I'm in this like pick'em thread with all these pickleball, I don't want to use the word, nerds, influencers. And they're like, oh man, I thought that, Jeannie had it. Now I think Kate easily wins game 3, blah, blah, blah. I think that's pretty fair. And Jeannie wins game 3, 11-4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome. So good win for her. On the other side of the bracket, Annalie Waters, she beats Caitlin Christian 11-1, 11-8. She beats Zoe Wang 1-0. When you're winning your quarters 1-0 and that's against the 8 seed who's no slouch, it's pretty impressive. So they get to the finals and Jeannie gave it her best shot. It was windy. But she loses 5-5. She didn't look overmatched. She didn't look terrible. They had some good points, but AL's just too good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think back-to-back silvers for her, or two out of 3 silvers. I think that's great for Jeannie.
Yeah.
And I think she's coming along and people are talking about, I think she's taking it serious and she's getting better.
Yeah, for sure.
So I love to see it. I think it's good for the sport.
Okay. Men's singles. Any highlights here? Or matches that caught your eye?
So let's go to men's singles. So we've had this talk this year about how this is the toughest what's the word? Bracket?
Yeah.
I guess, to predict. And we've talked about our boy Federico a little bit and how Fed hasn't had the year that he has in years past.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that Fed has won 3 gold medals this year?
I did, yeah.
In singles?
Yep.
Can you imagine a down year is winning 3 golds? Like, that's a down year for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive, right?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So Hunter goes on a little bit of a run. I don't think he had like the toughest draws in the world. He did beat Jaume, which...
Who was the commentator there?
Well, the Hunter Jaume one was not who you think it was. The Hunter Roscoe
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
was Paris.
Yep.
And so I do think that maybe, let's just keep it 100. Do you think Hunter threw the match against Roscoe so he didn't have to get interviewed by Paris?
That would be the scandal of the year, right?
Would that be an insane scandal?
Yeah, I don't think that.
So Roscoe Bellamy, 6'5", 190 pounds of pure beef. Does Roscoe have he's had a girlfriend for like 5 years. Why isn't Roscoe putting a ring on it? Is he scared of commitment? Does he have commitment issues?
I don't know. I'll have to ask his mom, Beth.
Beth is a legend. Beth is better than Roscoe. Like, we both agree with that, right?
Doubles for sure.
Yeah, Beth is way better. Anyways, Roscoe beats his good buddy, Hunter Johnson, 11-7, 13-11 in the semis. It's actually Roscoe's second finals appearance. On the other side of the bracket, Jack Sock. In a tough match with Fed, they go to the third game. Jack actually rolled him in game 1, 11-4. Fed ekes out game 2, and then in game 3, Jack actually retires due to injury, exhaustion. What do we know?
Real quick, I've noticed there's been a couple players, especially this tournament, that it seems as when they're down, instead of taking a normal timeout, they are calling an equipment timeout where they regrip their paddle. What are your thoughts on that? It appears as it's just purely gamesmanship.
It is gamesmanship. I mean, it's the same with these guys that go to the towel, right? And they walk and they take their time. It's the same with Christian Alshon. Look, he loves to kick the ball into the corner away from himself.
Yeah, but these.
But now we're regripping. Yeah. Now we're being allowed to regrip paddles. I don't think you should be allowed to regrip a paddle in the middle of a match unless you have a timeout, unless you're using a timeout.
Okay.
Right? I mean, what if you break your own paddle, like on purpose, just to get an equipment timeout?
Yeah, I would imagine they would give you a warning. Or
a warning? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
give me the warning, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's tough. And we saw that a lot. Kate Fahey did it. Jack did it. We're seeing these players, they go and they're regripping their paddles, which again, that when it's sweaty, when it's hot, when all those things, yes. Like, it makes sense to regrip a paddle. Sometimes you have to. But are tennis players, I don't know this. Are they allowed to pause a set to walk over and...
That's a good question. I know they switch every other game during the side switch, so they could do something then, but I don't think...
But here's my next question, though, is like, you are allowed to switch paddles in the middle of a game. Why not have multiple paddles that are regripped, fresh?
I'm sure most of them do. They just want to use that as
exactly. That's what I'm saying. So make them walk over, pull the fresh one out of their bag, right? Instead of sitting down, they sit down.
Yeah.
And then start regripping.
There was one of these players that was doing this, and it honestly took them probably 3 minutes or so.
Yeah. They would have lost the U-drip and regrip contest. Have you seen when he does that?
I have seen that, yeah.
Do you think you can win? Are you pretty fast?
No. I am fast, but not in that.
You'd rather be accurate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Precision.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I think it's dumb. Okay. It's just my opinion. All right. So I think one match, Chris Hayworth, Mo Alhouni.
Your favorites. Both Bears.
Both Bears. We've talked about, look, I said this on the pod. Okay. People that know the Alhouni brothers, like that are friends with them and close with them, say that they're good dudes.
So I have So almost everybody that is labeled as a bad person, or they cheat, or they do this or that, everyone almost always says, "Oh, off the court, they're super nice.
yawn.
They're super nice." Mm-hmm. But if they're super nice or whatever it is, would they be acting this way?
Well, listen, you've heard the quote: "When people show you who they really are, believe them."
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I have the hardest time getting behind. Oh, but off the court, this person is so nice. This person is super nice.
Look, and somebody asked, one of our questions a couple weeks ago was like, what do the Alhunis need to do to repair their image? And I said that they need to be overly nice, overly cautious with their line calls, right? Yeah. And then it needs to be a long history of them essentially, trying to repair that image. Like if a ball is close, right? We saw Lara Gilton literally give her opponent the ball back, give Simone the ball back in the Lifetime tournament.
I would say in years past, I would call balls close.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the past, honestly, 2 to 3 years, like if it's even close, I just don't even bother with it for the most part.
Yeah. And look, we know who the good and bad line colors are on tour. Like there's a guy like J-Dub has a very good reputation.
Very. Yeah.
Almost being overly, almost to his own detriment.
Yeah.
Right? So that's where I think that the Alhunis, Mo especially, because I don't think Moda has as bad of a reputation.
It's similar.
But I just think that's the play. Just if I was a PR guy and I was their agent, I would say, hey, that's the play. Instead, you're playing Chris Hayworth, one of the nicest, if not the nicest guy on tour. Not saying he's not competitive, but he is a very nice guy. And there's an argument and something happens and Mo calls him a bitch. Do we need to beep this? There's kids that listen.
A witch for Halloween.
A witch. And then they start, and then Chris looks at the ref and says, he just called me a witch. And then they go back and forth. And it's like, dude, look, and here's the craziest part, Tyler. I don't know who was right and who was wrong in the entire situation. I don't even know what happened. Okay. But if just based off of reputation, you're assuming that Mo was in the wrong. Everybody is assuming that Mo's in the wrong. If all you see is the clip of Mo saying that, it doesn't matter if Chris Hayworth was talking about his mom before. It doesn't matter if Chris Hayworth was chirping that entire match, saying stuff. You see that clip, and because of his reputation, immediately
you take one side. Yeah.
You're like freaking Mo's a punk.
Yeah.
Here he goes again. And it's tough, dude. It's like there's these guys that can't get out of their own way. And what's crazy is Mo is a big lefty. He's a very good singles player. He was having a very, very good year for Vegas Night Owls before he got traded to us. And nobody has picked him up. And the thing is I'm telling you right now, the reason that he is good enough to play in MLP, he's talented. Like I said, he's long. He hits the crap out of the ball. He's athletic. But the reason nobody's picked him up because no one wants to deal with the reputation. And he's not
to some degree,
but he's not. Look, he's not good enough to overcome his reputation.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? He's borderline. So it's like, okay, do I take him?
Exactly.
If I'm choosing between two guys, do I take him or do I take? Here's a great example. Or do I take Wyatt Stone, who's not going to say a word to anybody? Right? I mean, he'll chirp and he tries to wear his gold chain or whatever, but it's more like funny. Right? And you're like, yeah, if both things are equal, I'm going to take Wyatt Stone.
Yeah.
Or if they're close. That's what's crazy. Or if they're close. And that's what sucks because I do think that he could play on an MLP team. I think he's good enough. He proved he was good enough. They were in first place.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's he's very talented. And I just hope that there's somebody around them giving them advice.
But similar to, like you said, I mean, I would consider myself a friend to those guys. Like I talk to them off the course and they are super nice off the court.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But there's a lot of these players that are super nice off the court, but on the court, they show their true colors maybe.
Yeah. And well, dude, look at Christian. Okay. It's not like Christian has the best reputation as a teammate. He literally, there was whatever going on with the Ranchers with him and
I don't know if that would
GM
be considered a teammate though.
I know.
That was more between the coach and
I know,
the player.
but I'm just saying that that makes you being uncoachable is definitely not good. He yelled at Onsens, right? When Onsens celebrated before tapping. He's broken paddles. It's not like he's got this squeaky clean image.
Yeah.
But nobody cares because he's very, very, very good. They care, but he's not losing opportunities.
Correct.
And so unless you're at that level, right? It's not like Ben Johns is charismatic, dude. Mm-hmm. He's got the charisma of a Tic Tac. But again, he's very, very good. So you can get away with those things. But if you're not, right?
You better have something.
You better figure it out. Because there's other players, and I know this is a rant. Xiaomei's a great example. Xiaomei's had some decent results, right? But he hasn't. It's not like Xiaomei's ever dominated. Mm-hmm. He's made a couple, maybe final here or there. He's made a couple, but it's not like Xiaomei is week in, week out, one of those top 4 male teams, making finals in every singles, you know. But guess what? He gets great partners.
Yeah.
I mean, Megan Dazon's a great partner. He's been playing with her for a lot, right? He's very lovable. He's very liked. And he's going to continue to do that because he's charismatic and he's likable. And he can do things off the court that probably most people wouldn't be able to get away with. But he can because...
Like what?
I'm just saying. And he can do that because he is charismatic. He's a likable dude. He's not known for hooking. He's not known for calling people witches. He's not known for any of those things.
What about telling other people they have ugly shoes?
I mean, he did say that.
But it was kind of funny.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if that's his, like, he's going to come at you and be like, you have ugly shoes. It's like, that's actually funny. It's not even like, I think Ling Wei, it hurt her. So I apologize. They were ugly, but I do apologize. But he can say that, like, that's what he comes back with.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I get it. Yeah, I agree. I agree fully.
And so, anyways.
Okay, what are your highlights from singles? The competition is incredible. It's fun to see.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, look, Roscoe's a 16 seed. He made the finals. Like, that's pretty insane.
Did you see the Ben Johns Gabe match?
Yes.
That was incredible. Gabe is so good when he's on.
Dude, when Gabe's on, he's as good as anyone. I mean, he just made a final.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Gabe Joseph, he just got married too, by the way. So clearly the marriage did not affect.
Yeah.
He didn't have any of those honeymoon legs.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, Gabe Joseph had a great run. I mean, another dude that's just a super likable, nice guy.
Yeah.
Also, Tyler, there's also some kind of wild, I think upsets. Marshall Brown
over Connor Garnett,
Alabama's finest.
Yeah.
Is he the best singles player in Alabama now?
Well, Rafa's there, so he's got to be.
Oh, wow. So yeah, Marshall Brown had a great couple of big wins.
Yeah, so I tuned in watching Connor Garnett versus Marshall, and it went 3.
Yeah.
Connor killed him. I think the first game 11-0 or 11-1, and then he lost the next 2.
So dude, Marshall went DJ Young. When DJ's on, he's a good singles player. Mm-hmm. He went Dylan Frazier. He went Michael Lloyd. He went Connor Garnett. And you're right, he lost 11-0. And then he ended up playing Fed. I mean, he lost 8-2, but still, I mean, what a run.
Yep.
And then he played in the bronze match. And unfortunately, he had to play Hunter Johnson. But fourth place finish for Marshall Brown is not.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's probably one of his first top 4 finishes. So that's awesome. I love to see new faces out there. Congrats,
and
Marshall.
Again, another dude that's very, very, like, just a nice guy.
Also very nice. And he travels a lot with his wife. So
yeah, and I think he just had a baby.
Yeah.
Also a former Bear.
Once a Bear.
Marshall Brown was one of the first males.
Didn't you cut him?
I drafted. Yeah, I did cut him, but it was for a different reason. You know what's crazy is that the chefs have Marshall and Scarpa, and I had both of them.
Yeah. So Jared Paul was just copying your trades.
Yeah. So I had Tina Pisnik. Think about this team now in Challenger. If they were in Challenger, Tina Pisnik, Alex Trong, Anderson Scarpa, Marshall Brown.
Yeah.
I mean, that team dominates Challenger. The team wins it. But yes, because at the time, Marshall wasn't Marshall who he is now. And so we rode Scarpa. And then right before the end of the season, we were like, look, we can't really keep Scarpa. This is when they kind of like did that weird, we're going to do a super final, but not all the teams are going to show up. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
Yep.
In San Clemente? It was awful. And so we're like, hey, I called Scarpa. This is true. I think I've told this story, but I called Scarpa. I said, look, we're going to just pick up somebody else because this is like a weird super final. It's a weird playoff. We're not going to be able to keep you next year. We just want to see who else is out there. Mm-hmm. And Scarpa was cool. But here's what's crazy is I had commitment.
From somebody else.
Yeah, from Will House.
Yep.
before Will Howes was Will Howes. And then he called back and basically said, I can't do it. So then I had a commitment from Jack Monroe.
Mm-hmm. Best lefty.
He's ambidextrous, by the way. If we get one more effing email that he's ambidextrous, we get it.
He is actually ambidextrous.
He
is somebody that is truly ambidextrous.
Yes,
unlike these other players.
Anyways, and then his agent actually called me and was like, oh, he's not going to play. And so I actually called Scarpa back, which was tough for me to do. Mm-hmm. And Scarpa's like,
you mean Marshall?
No, Scarpa.
Oh, Scarpa. Gotcha.
Yeah, I called Scarpa back. Didn't work out. We ended up with Rob Cassidy.
Yep.
And we ended up losing. We won our first match, then lost our second.
Okay.
To Rob Nunnery. And I think it was a St. Louis Shock, actually. Mm-hmm. I think it was St. Louis.
Okay.
Anyways, with that being said, that was 2023. So almost November 2023. So just remember who was on Pisnick first, who was on Alex first, who was on Will first, who was on Jack Monroe first.
Yep.
Just remember that, okay?
Okay.
Who was on Marshall, who was on Scarpa. I know talent when I see it, Tyler. I know talent.
You're sounding like Kloss more and more.
Look at Lane Sleeth.
Okay.
All right. Who told you to play with Tyra?
You've told me to play with a lot of people.
Who told you to play with Anna Bright right at the very beginning? I said, Tyra Black, Anna Bright.
There's actually one other person that beat you to it, but yeah.
I was on it.
Yep.
All right, moving on. Fed, third gold of the year. Huge for Federico Staxrud. Back with Yola. Getting back into the swing of things. Mm-hmm. I don't know how far away he is point-wise from getting back to that number one spot. I think Hunter taking a bronze probably doesn't help, but we've got a battle.
Yeah. Real quick, we talk about them every single episode. They are a sponsor of King of the Court podcast, and we love them. They are C&D Pickleball Nets. We love them. They are the best pickleball nets out there. Go check them out at bestpickleballnets.com. They have nets for every single occasion, whether that be pickleball facilities, driveways, churches, anything you name it that has pickleball, they'll have a product for it.
I actually had 3 people message me say, "Did you see that C&D is the official net of the Canadian Pickleball National League?" And I did see that.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. Go check them out. They are super durable. I've had one personally on my pickleball court for about a year and a half to 2 years, and we've had some gnarly storms come in, and the net has stood strong.
Text from somebody during the episode asking for C&D's phone number, and I won't say who.
I saw it.
But
big guy on campus.
So that's serious. They're the best out there. Everybody knows it. It's like, let's just quit playing around. Let's quit messing around. All of you other net manufacturers, you're doing your best. We get it, but there's got to be one champion. There's got to be one Tom Brady, right? There's got to be one GOAT.
Drew Brees?
I would take Tom Brady over Drew Brees.
Wow.
I'd take 7 over 1.
Okay.
But he did do it in New Orleans after a hurricane, so he gets a lot more credit than it's deserved.
Mixed doubles.
I'm being honest. He's got a lot of empty stats. Phillip Rivers has a lot of empty stats too, but he didn't win after a hurricane.
Mixed doubles.
All right, Tyler. Mixed doubles. Did you ever used to listen to, this might date you a little bit, but you remember the singer Meatloaf?
Yeah.
He had that song. He had one song. It was like that. I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Do you remember that song?
Not ringing a bell.
I think it was from like Beauty and the Beast maybe, or some movie. And it was like, it's like, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. And it was, anyways.
Well, then that doesn't make sense if he won't do anything for love.
He says, I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. So basically saying he'll do everything but whatever this thing is.
Gotcha. What was that thing?
Well, I think that song needs to be sent from Gabe Tardio to Jesse Irvin. And it's, I'll do anything for love, Jesse, but I won't be your mixed partner anymore.
I mean, we talk about it.
Because it's time to move on.
They're in the finals.
They aren't, but you don't think he's in the finals with someone else? He's in the finals with someone else, I promise you.
He just beat the Johnsons with her.
He's in the...
Am I wrong?
You remember those shirts, Big Johnson?
No.
Okay. Someone's going to remember that. He's in the finals with anybody else. I really believe
I don't
that.
know. I don't know.
I'm not saying she's like washed. I'm just saying that they
I think
can't.
you are.
No, she's not. Because last time I said that, she went and won. And then
So you don't want her to
then
win.
She stared at me. Like, she doesn't talk to me, but she stares. Like, she knows. No, I think she's good, but I don't think that they're going to beat Ben and
All
AL.
right, who does he play with?
Anybody else?
Okay, so same result.
I think him and Anna Bright
Okay,
have a better chance of beating Ben and AL.
so they'll get a few more points.
I think he could get to the finals with like he's gotten it to Jesse. I think he'll get there more.
That's exactly what Riley thought when he broke up with Matt.
I know that, but
There's a lot of people in that same situation.
I think he'll get there more consistently with Anna. He's not getting the finals every time.
They're getting quarters.
I know that, but quarters are not finals.
Quarters is decent.
It's decent, but it's not winning. This is a dude that's won 6 straight men's doubles titles. He expects to win.
At this moment,
Dude, quarters, I think there's certain guys on tour, Gabe being one of them,
sure.
that quarters doesn't mean jack to them. Quarters is an L. Quarters feels like a loss. I really believe that. And Gabe's one of those guys.
okay. Who else could he partner with outside of Anna?
I think you can partner with, honestly, there are 10 women that are better than Jessie Irvin.
Wow. Don't hold back.
I think that Catherine Parento's better. I think both Kawamotos are better. I think Etta, when she's healthy.
Jesse's clipping this right now.
Clip it, Jesse. I think Rachel is better. Look what Jesse does.
Rachel?
Yeah. Not Bobby, but Rachel. I think that
Callie Smith.
I don't think Callie's better. I think it's similar. I think it's
Elise.
close. No.
Alex Strong.
I think that in a year, Alex Trung could be better, but she's not right now.
Okay.
Though there's probably 7 to 8.
Okay.
And I think that look, you're not beating Ben and AL consistently with no matter who you play with. It just is what it is. You're not. Right? They're that good. They're 200, Tyler, they're 292 and 8. Mm-hmm. They played 300 matches together. They're 292 and 8.
With this said, do we see more of a mix-up? So we see a lot of mix-up with the teams at the lower level, I would say.
Yeah.
But at the higher level, we see a lot of the same teams. Do you see that ever changing?
No.
Where we see them mixing up more?
No, because I think the consistency is important. And you know this from playing with Connor Garnett. It's really helped you guys, right? Consistency with your partner matters, especially when it comes to mixed. And I think that if you keep switching it up and you keep changing, so I do think that these higher partners, you have to give it like a legitimate chance. Now, look, AB in her newsletter talked about CJ Klinger, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like, look, I feel like we will do better if we play again, but I'm just not a left side girl in mixed.
Yeah.
Right. She's like, it's just not for me. I don't think that's, but other than that, I do think that these players, like the more you play together, the better they're going to be. And so I do think that you have to commit.
What do you think is a fair minimum that players give it a go and they say, all right, after X amount of tournaments, we're not really seeing results. Maybe we switch it up.
5 to 7 minimum.
Okay. I was going to say 3.
I think you have to at least give it, because the draws matter too.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
I mean, we'll look at I think it's a case by case basis, but look at what your draws do. Here's a perfect example. Okay. Jade and Hunter, they play MLP together. They've played a lot of mixed matches together, right? Megan and Jaume are a very good team. I don't think anybody expected, one's a 22 seed. Jade and Hunter are 22, Megan and Jaume are 14, and Jade and Hunter beat them.
Yeah.
And I think that the consistency and familiarity with each other helps with that. Jade and Hunter, 11-6, 11-7 is not like embarrassing against Ben and AL. That's actually a pretty good result. And so, yeah, I do think that matters. Now, I don't know if you watched, Rachel and Daescu took them to 3. It was 11-9. I don't know if you watched the finals, but Ben was terrible.
I did not.
In the finals.
Yeah.
Ben they won despite Ben, not because of Ben. It was probably as bad as I've seen Ben Johns play. And this is why I'm saying that Gabe should try somebody else, because you are not going to see Ben play that poorly. And they still beat him in 3. And I promise you Ben Johns will never play that poorly again. It was that bad. And they still beat him in 3. So look, yes, Jesse is still good, but Jesse is not elite. anymore. And there's more elite players. And she can clip this, and she can get angry, and she can get mad. This is not
Can
a
we
slouch.
have her on the pod at Worlds?
Go for it. She's 30, whatever, 36 years old. Yeah. And, look, J-Dub's not going to obviously ever break up with Georgia. So Georgia's never going to come available. Gabe and Tyra, right?
Yeah.
That team could be good.
Yeah.
AB and Hayden actually
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but having you say it after they literally just got silver, it's a little bit ironic.
It is ironic, and the timing probably could be better. But my point of it is we're not trying to get silver. We're not trying to make quarters. We're trying to win.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying,
I think for a lot
don't
of
know
people,
what Gabe is looking for, but in my mindset, Gabe Tardio is good enough to win in mixed. He is good enough to win.
Okay.
But he's got to play with the right person.
Okay.
And look, they are very, very good. But if you beat Ben and AL 3 out of 10 times, that's incredible percentage, and I think Gabe would be happy.
All right.
He's going to lose to them 10 out of 10 times with Jesse.
11 out of 10.
Probably. Then they might beat her in the parking lot just for fun. So that's just my thought process. I'm not trying to. This is not disparaging to Jesse in any way.
It sounds kind of disparaging, to be honest.
It's just look,
calling her old.
I didn't call her washed. Old. I didn't say she was washed. I just said that they're better, and they can still be friends, special friends, on and off the court, and not play together. Most relationships last longer, anyways, right? Julian doesn't play with Lauren.
I think he still does when he doesn't have a partner, which is quite often.
Well, yeah, but he played with Maggie and they lost. Ironically, Lauren lost right after, and then they can go home together early. So, yeah.
Can we get them on the pod? He would for sure come on the pod.
I would 100% love both of them to come on the pod.
At the same time or individually?
No, they have to come at the same time.
Do they have their dog or their cats?
Yeah, 100% with the cats.
And the bags.
In fact, I would fly to Nashville and do it in their living room if they'd let us.
Do what in their living room?
The pod, Tyler. I want to see their house. I want a tour.
He told me that he was in the process of installing a golf simulator.
Yeah, I would like to go to their house, see their house. They live in Nashville now, right?
Yeah, it's just outside.
Yeah. I would like to go, and I would like to do a podcast. We can make it like a 2020 from the living room.
How fun would that be? Like spend a day with them?
Yeah, a day in the life of Julian and Lauren. Like, what's it like?
Hey.
Andiamo.
Like,
come on.
Yeah.
Now or never.
He could take us to his favorite Italian restaurant, which is probably Olive Garden, because that's as real Italian as he is. Remember when I called him fake Italian and Lauren was like, I walked by her. This is why I love Lauren. I will never not love Lauren Stratman. I want you to know this. I walked by her. And she said, hey, and she says it's super sweet, like nice as nice can be. Hey, I've never talked to her in my life. Okay, let me just set the stage here. And I said, yeah. And I was thinking, is she going to yell at me or something? Because I was kind of shitting on Julian at the time. Shocker, I know. And she goes, just so you know, Julian's mom or grandma, someone like that, I don't remember, is directly from Italy. He is actually Italian. And I said, oh, okay. I appreciate that. And she was like, I just want you to know that he's not fake Italian. And I was like, okay.
Here you are calling him fake Italian.
And I felt bad. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty nice of her.
Okay. Men's doubles.
Men's.
Thoughts?
Yeah, look, men's doubles. Gabe and Ben have won 5 straight. They were pushed to their breaking. I mean, you can't get any more pushed than they were pushed.
Real quick, there were a couple headliners. Jay DeVilliers, he was signed up, and he actually played. Did he play one match? I can't remember. He was there at the tournament, but he had a family emergency, so he actually ended up having to leave. And so his partners had to default, and he was with CJ Klinger, and then also Callie Smith.
And you know what that opened the doors for? Here's something interesting. Luke Pham and Will McKinnon.
So that Will McKinnon is the guy, the kid of the referee that I told you about.
Yeah.
That was born on
Bainbridge Island.
Exactly.
Yeah. You told me about that. So Will McKinnon, round of 64, he plays Stephen Madonia, Yuta Funamizu, and they withdraw.
Why?
I have no idea. I assume because it's Vegas and Madonia probably had a gambling debt.
Okay.
So now we move. That's the guy, by the way, just so you know. That's the mark. Stephen Madonia will be the Chauncey Billups of PPA. That I'm calling it right now. Stephen Madonia will be the Chauncey Billups of PPA. He's the Terry Rozier of the PPA.
Okay.
And any pro will agree with me. All right. So then now they're expected to play CJ and Jay. Jay had a family emergency, pieces out. I think CJ was like, hey, I'll play him 1-on-2. PPA doesn't allow that. So then you're like, okay, well, congrats to Ryan Fu and Tyson McGuffin, who are going to get a walk into the quarters. Not so fast, my friend. Lee Corso, rest in peace. Is he dead? Do you even know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
I don't think he died yet, but it's coming. Will McKinnon and Luke Pham beat Ryan Fu and Tyson McGuffin. Now, look, we know Ryan Fu has a decently high ceiling, but his floor is the depths of hell. That's about where his floor is.
Why so conservative?
Yes, it's the Earth's core crust in the middle, whatever that's called, the hot magma. Hot. What? How do they say it? Austin Powers. Hot magma. Is that it? Anyways, they lose in 3.
Okay.
Will McKinnon. He also then they end up playing Ben and Gabe. He actually had 2 dink winners on Ben. Did you know that?
I did not know.
He's good, dude. He looks really good.
Yeah, we warmed up with him that day.
Yeah. Did they beat you?
We just played a bunch of points.
But was he up? Probably.
No, I think they were down.
They were up.
He tried this one like inside out shot. He drilled Connor the first time it happened.
Yeah.
And then after that, he got bagged every time after that.
Oh, Will did?
Yeah. It didn't work.
Did you know him before that?
I've talked to him. I remember when he was like,
yeah, because he's young. He's like 16, 17 now.
I think he's 17. When he started, he was like 10.
Yeah. He's good. He's getting good. When you were born on Bainbridge Island,
it's in your blood.
it literally is in your blood.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, it's crazy.
Okay. So they play Gabe and Ben, and it's respectable. 7-6.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So then Gabe and Ben get Fed and Hayden in the semis. That was the best match I've ever seen Hayden Patrick play. He was phenomenal.
Real quick, did you see the Fed, Hayden versus Riley and Noe match?
Yes.
So that was pretty entertaining. It was pretty chirpy. I believe Fed, one of them got a technical.
Yeah. Hayden hit a ball down the middle.
Yeah.
Said some words. Like Riley and Noe had a miscommunication, and it was like just kind of went right. Yeah. So they got very chirpy. It was a good match. Went 3. Again, Hayden was phenomenal. So for those that have been watching, Hayden has moved to the left in this partnership for the majority of the time now. If they get stuck, maybe we'll see him. But most of the time, Hayden's playing left and Fed's playing right.
So when I played with Hayden a couple times, he played the left. And he seems like a left side player.
Yeah. I think he's always kind of been a left side player, and I think he's kind of this is what happens.
He does better when he's moving.
He does.
There are some players that are better when they're just in one spot, they're dinking, making balls. He does better when he's covering a lot of court, and that's why he does well in mixed doubles, is because he's required to cover a lot of the court.
Let me tell you what Hayden Patrick did that was one of the smartest moves in pickleball. Okay?
Get a chain?
The chain, the grill, him and Wyatt.
Yeah.
You know, and Brandon French, which is a little bit weird because he's 15 years older than them and they all have matching chains, but I digress. Anyways, here's what Hayden did. Hayden was known as a decent player, but Hayden wasn't the Hayden he is today about a year and a half ago, even 2 years ago, right? Everyone's like, oh, he's got tons of potential, but he's little, you know, he's Hayden, whatever. When you were taking him to Chick-fil-A on his birthday, right? He obviously didn't have a ton of friends on tour. He's playing with Callan Dawson. What Hayden did was he redeveloped his game as a right side player because he knew if he moved to the right and got good on the right, he would get better partners.
Okay.
And so he started practicing the right because remember, he's playing left with Callan, right? He played left in MLP with you, obviously. And so he was playing left with Wyatt Stone. He played with Wyatt Stone for a long time. He started developing himself as a right side player. Slowly, he got recognized as being pretty good on the right. He's got fast hands. He started he's like, he can make balls. He's got fast hands. He can counter. But he wasn't doing much else. Like you said, he's better when he's moving. But then people started to notice. So then he starts to get picked up by better players, right? He gets to Pablo. Him and Gabe start having success. He gets these better, him and Riley played a little bit together. He starts getting these better partners being a right sider. And then he starts to slowly blow up. And now it's like Hayden can play either side. Hayden's good enough now. He can go out and ask just about anybody in pickleball, and they'll move to the right for him. I mean, Fed is one of the best left siders in the game. And Fed is moving to the right for Hayden.
Yeah.
So I think that was very smart. I know Ignatowicz tried to do it. He tried to become a right sider. Christian Alshon did something very similar, right? Remember, Christian really started embracing being a right side player.
Yep.
And started getting better partners. And now look what's happened, to him. And so, yeah, I think that's important. It was just something that I think Hayden did that was really smart. Gabe Tardio, same thing. Like, don't be prideful. Like, playing on the right is not like a demotion. Like, not every right sider is Colin Johns, right? Like, you can be an effective attacking right side player.
Yeah, agreed.
So, anyways, Hayden and Fed they had good runs. I thought Hayden played phenomenal. They ended up just losing 14-12, 11-7 to Gabe and Ben. Finals, Tyler. Andre and Christian versus Gabe and Ben, 1 versus 2. It was neck and neck. I don't want to like be that guy and say it was the most exciting matches, even though there was like 12-10 and 11-9. I don't know why, but it just felt like it was like, I don't know, lulling me to sleep at times. But it went 5. It doesn't get any closer than 12-10 in the third. Of course, pickleball.com or PPA or whoever uses all the hyperbole in the world and says, is it the greatest match of all time? It's not. Let me just tell you guys it wasn't. But it was worth the watch. And Gabe and Ben, 6 straight.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Is Ben Johns back?
Yeah.
Did he ever leave?
Yeah, he's back. Ben Johns is back.
Is he back like he never left?
Exactly.
Because I'm not sure. Yeah. And then Fed and Gabe beat Eric Hansons and freaking Matt, the ageless wonder, Wright.
Yep.
In the bronze. Matt Wright makes another semi.
Incredible.
The dude just is, I mean, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Matt Wright and Hayden. How would they do together?
Well, there'd be a good height difference.
Well, there would. But what I'm saying is Hayden playing the left and Matt Wright on the right.
I would think they would do well. I think it'd be somewhat similar to Onson's a little bit.
Yeah. I would think that team could make. What do you feel like with men's where it's basically at this point, it's Christian and Andre, right? It's Ben and Gabe. It's Hayden and Fed. And then that fourth team is generally going to be J-Dub and whoever he's with.
Yeah. Yep.
Essentially making every single final, semifinal and final. Like who's that team? Obviously Onson's and Matt Wright broke through, but J-Dub was with Dylan but like, yeah, who is that? Is there another team out there that can break through right now? Is there a combo of players?
I think there's a lot of players that could make a small run into the semis, maybe finals if they're playing really good. You got Noe Cliff. I think I'm in that category. Riley Newman obviously is there. Let's see who else is there.
Like Riley and
Tyson
Jay.
McGuffin is there.
Riley and Jay had a decent.
There.
Yeah, Tyson hasn't had much results in a minute.
Onson's is there for sure.
Yeah, I mean Onson's and Matt Wright have proven that.
I mean, I think there's about 10 of us players that are kind of interchangeable that are all hunting for the same thing.
Yeah, of course. I think everybody's hunting for it, but I feel like there's 3 teams that are head and shoulders above everybody else right now.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't know if you saw. So my first round with Connor Garnett, we started in the round of 32. I thought we were going to play Jack Sock and Eric Roddy. Did you see their first match?
Yeah, they were up. What was it, 10?
So they won the first game 11-2, and they were up big.
Weren't they up like 10-4 or something?
Something like that, but long story short, they ended up losing. And so we played the team that played them or beat them.
Who, Rafael Leonard has had some good results.
In singles.
Yeah.
I believe they're both Las Vegas locals, and so they had a decent
I think
fan
someone
support.
told me that Troy Aiken is the teaching pro or a pro at a country club. I thought it was in LA, but I could be wrong.
Arizona or
maybe
Vegas,
someone told me. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, we squeaked by them.
That's impressive, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, doubles is all over the place. We had the teenagers, Tama and Andre.
Yeah, they beat Armand Batia and Chris Hayworth.
Real quick, is it Batia or
Batia?
Batcha.
Oh. I don't know. So the PPA Asia guy pronounced it Batia.
I think Dave Fleming was saying Batcha.
Well, we also have the Yoon Wang, which I was right, by the way. Just saying. I was correct on that.
Okay.
Bro, I had Emily Ackerman's mom tell me, who is Vietnamese.
Exactly.
Like, I went to the source.
Another matchup that I thought was interesting, Zane Navratil, Zane Ford over the Johnsons, Hunter and Yates Johnson. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a good win. Also, Roscoe and DJ.
Yes.
They end up beating Blaine Javinier and James Ignatowicz, which is a pretty good win. Roscoe. Oh, I want to talk about mixed. Go back to mixed. Roscoe.
Okay.
Roscoe is playing with Elise, and they're playing against Deckel and Jackie. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they're up. They win game one like 11-1. Mm-hmm. Roscoe's drive, and you saw this. You experienced this Roscoe at Red Rock, where he's driving every single ball inch over the net, and he's red hot, and it's tough to hang with him when he's playing like that. Mm-hmm. Problem is, can he do that for a whole match, right? Remember, him and Todd Fote beat you guys 11-1. Yeah. In like 3 minutes. Yep. And then you guys end up winning.
Game 2 and 3?
Well, yeah. Then you end up winning the next two. That's what I'm saying. Yep. So this is happening. The second game, they're up like 8-4. Roscoe's doing it again. And then Deckel and Jackie kind of start really slowing it out. I mean, Deckel, look, he clearly hasn't been playing. I know he was hurt. He was sick. He's been on vacation, whatever it is.
This is Jimmy talking.
No, he hasn't been. Like, I don't think that it's a secret. But he was getting blown up over and over and over again by Roscoe. So it's 8. I think it's 8-8.
Okay.
And Roscoe hits a ball down the middle. Jackie is going towards the kitchen line. Okay, so her head is this direction, right? Deckel, if right here, if you guys can see, if this is the baseline, Deckel's like this. And I'm not joking, this far away. And he's like, and he calls it out. Mm-hmm. If you look at the replay, ball was in by 3 inches. Okay. I mean, Deckel is looking directly at it.
Okay.
Tough call. Then Elise tries an Ernie, and then she tries an Ernie, hits it. I believe it's Deckel, returns it.
There's 2 or 3 points that go on after that.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah, 2 or 3 that go on after that. And then after Deckel hits it back over, he looks at the ref and says, "What about the foot fault?" Mm-hmm. And the ref says, yeah, and stops the point. Or maybe Roscoe hit it in the net, whatever. The point stops, and the ref goes, "There was a foot fault." Mm-hmm. And Deckel's like, "Thank you." And then Roscoe kind of loses it, and he says, "You can't call it that late." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "I was going to call it." And then he said something before I was able to get the words out. Uh-huh. Right? Basically telling them that she was going to call it, but Deckel interrupted her from calling it. Mm-hmm. So, but then if you watch the slow-mo, it actually doesn't look like there was a foot fault.
It actually doesn't even look like there is much of a foot fault. If there was, it's very minimal, but it doesn't even look like there is that much of one.
So I'm saying it was hard to tell. But
the issue is that she called it afterwards, she was told to call it.
The timing was interesting. So Roscoe loses it. Like, let's just call it what it is. And he's chirping about that foot fault the entire time, right? I mean, the entire time. The ball will get hit over to him, and he's literally like, and just so you know, this whole thing happens between Roscoe and Deckel. Mm-hmm. Deckel's the one that made the comment about the foot fault. Deckel's the one with the questionable call, right? Again, this is like a Jeannie Bouchard situation. Jackie doesn't say anything to anybody. She's just playing pickleball, right? Just like Elise isn't saying anything. Mm-hmm. And Roscoe takes the ball, and instead of like hitting it back to Jackie to serve, he like hits it over in the corner and makes her chase it. And he does that multiple times. He's still chirping. We're like 8 points, 8 rallies after that, and he's still talking about it. Mm-hmm. And so anyways, they end up blowing game 2. I think it was 12-10. They end up blowing it, and then they lose 11-5 in game 3. Yeah. And it's like, look, dude, that sucked. Okay, those calls were terrible. You can be upset, but you just let those calls ruin your entire match. Yeah. Like, you let it get in your head so much that we're a game later, and you're still bitching about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like, dude, I mean, truthfully, like, we all get upset and we all get upset with calls, but you've got to have a short memory. Like, you have to let that stuff go.
Got to move on.
Yeah, and it sucks. But at the end of the day, it's like, Deckel's going to fight for his side of things. You're going to fight for your side, but then you got to let it go. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, it happens in every single sport, right? Yep. Like, I mean, again, you know, I'll just relate to something that I know is football. We had a game over the weekend, and the quarterback of the other team turned and threw like a swing pass to the running back, and the running back dropped it. And look, the ball was probably thrown a yard forward. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I said to the ref, that's a backwards pass. That's a fumble. We dove on it, right? I was like, that's a fumble, backwards pass. And he's like, that's not my call. It's his call over there, blah, blah, blah. And to be honest with you, it wasn't a backwards pass. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to argue that it's a backwards pass, right? Just because that's what you do. You're going to argue. You're going to argue. Now, look, refs do their job. They tell you to shut up. It wasn't, right? The refs did their job, whatever. But 3 plays, 4 plays, a quarter and a half later, I'm not still arguing that call.
But you do still see it in pro sports.
No, you do. That's what I'm saying. That's part of
affects them.
That shows where like the mental toughness comes in. And Roscoe, there's not a person on the tour that wouldn't agree that Roscoe is extremely talented. It's insanely talented. You're not a 5-star tennis recruit at UCLA and not be talented.
If your parents have a lot of money, maybe.
Well, I don't think that's why he was. I mean, you're not 6'5", athletic, if you're not talented. And so for me, it's like, dude, you got to let those things go. So anyways.
Very sound points. We always love hearing those insights from Jimmy. Thank you.
Do we? Maybe not. I don't know.
All right, women's pro doubles.
Some of you.
Last but not least.
Okay.
Thoughts? Any upsets?
Yeah. Not really. I mean, look, it was Tyra and Paris against AL and AB. Tyra and Paris did take game 1. 12-10. They actually were up fairly significantly. AL and AB kind of battled back. But one actually match of note, I think that it should be commended. Camila Zilvetti and Brooke Caruso. I believe they got one side out against AB and AL. So I think that they should be pretty happy about that. Is that the applause?
That was the applause.
Good for them. So I think they did earn a side out. Now they lost 0-0. Will be similar results for Camila at Worlds against us, but congrats on the side out. Lane Sleeth, Lina Padiga-Maite, my girls, California Black Bears.
Okay.
They fought hard against Jade and Catherine.
They did round of 16 right here.
Went round of 16. They won the first game.
13-11.
Yeah, they played really well. I mean, Lane and Lina were not missing balls. I mean, we know that they're defensive wizards. They played great. Ended up losing 11-8, 11-5, but I mean, they played really good. I was really proud of them. We have Jade and Jackie again in the quarters. I think this is like 3 tournaments in a row. I think Jade has won all 3, actually.
Yeah.
Now she has played with Catherine and all of them, so I think that helps. But there wasn't like a ton of, I don't think we saw a ton. I think that Tyra and Paris, do you think Tyra and Paris is an upset over Georgia and Rachel?
No.
I don't think it is either. Now, seeding wise, it technically is, but I think Tyra and Paris are a better team. I think if I had to rank the players on the court, I think it would go Tyra 1, Georgia 2, Paris 3, and Rachel 9.
Interesting.
I just think that I think that in terms of, even if Georgia is 1, Rachel's still 4.
Okay.
She's still she's still down there, in my opinion. Jessie made a quarters.
Jessie is doing singles.
I know.
She's doing well in singles.
They beat Kate Fahey and Tina Pisnik.
Yeah.
You're trying to get Gabe to drop her, and they beat Kate Fahey and Tina Pisnik. So anyways, in the finals, like I said, AL, look, they lost 13-11, and then they went 11-6, 11-2, 11-1. I mean, they're playing great. They beat Jade and CP 11-3, 11-2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they beat Brooke Buckner and Zoe Wang 1 and 2. They beat Jelena Ingram and Lindsay Newman 1 and 3. Camilla and Brooke 0 and 0. I mean, that is insane.
Yeah.
So other than that 13-11, they gave up like 11 points.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more, but yeah. And then Jade and Catherine Browns beat Georgia and Rachel. So
congrats, everybody.
Yeah, I think it was pretty impressive. But there was a little bit of news, Tyler.
Talk to us.
That was overshadowing this event.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a little bit of drama recently.
Yeah, so on Monday,
okay,
I was told that a few players were given notices. Mm-hmm. And essentially what these notices... So this has kind of been in the works and warnings. Players have been receiving emails Basically saying that you need to get your contracted obligations.
So when
completed.
us players, we have contracts with UPA.
Yes.
And within those contracts, everyone's contract is going to be different, but most players have certain obligations that they have to meet.
It's like 4 clinics and 6 appearances.
Everyone's
something.
is going to be different, but it's
Yeah.
relatively something like that.
Yeah. So some of them are like four clinics, 6 appearances. Some of them are 6 clinics and 2, but everybody has contractual obligations outside of their events. Now they do also have to meet a certain number of events as well.
Yeah.
Tournaments that they have to play in. So, and you have to, I believe most of the contracts state that you have to play at least 2 events in each tournament. So whether it's singles and mixed, men's and mixed, whatever. Okay. So UPA has been warning, I think that it's fair to call it a warning to the players saying, hey, you got to meet these obligations. A lot of you in 2024 did not meet them.
Correct.
We need you to meet these in 2025.
Yeah.
So I don't think that all the players either took it serious or I don't know. But on Monday, there was 15, 20 players, I was told,
Okay.
received a notice
Wow.
from PPA, and this isn't just players that didn't sign new deals, by the way. This is players that did sign new deals. So this isn't like you didn't sign a new contract, so we're going to F you over. These are players that I was told that have signed new deals.
Gotcha.
And they basically just said, you didn't meet these obligations. And so they are basically fining some sort of disciplinary action, including terminating contracts. One of the contracts I was told that was terminated or in the process of being terminated was, and this is on the UPA side, I don't know how it works for MLP. Let me just be clear. I have no idea. But was Daniel De La Rosa. I don't know what happened. I was told that he didn't meet an event obligation. He asked if he could, he missed an event, missed a slam or something. There's no way for him to make that up because you have to play a certain number of slams and there's none left. And so they actually terminated his deal. I also was told that Tina Pisnik was fined she basically is in the process of either it's like a massive fine, like a $40,000 fine or a contract termination as well. And there's others. It's not, there's others. And so we don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to play out. But it's going to be interesting because I think that it's going to get a little bit messy.
What are your thoughts? Is it justifiable or...
Look, if you don't want to do clinics and you don't want to do all these things, then you probably should have negotiated that out of your contract. I do think that you have a contractual obligation. Like I know players that I've talked to personally that are literally flying in a day early just to do these things to meet their obligations, or they're playing matches during the day. They're exhausted. They're losing, right? Or they're winning, whatever it is. And then they're staying till 6, 7 o'clock at night to do these kids clinics.
Yeah.
Right? You've done that.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you're tired. You want to go back to your hotel. You want to go whatever. And they're staying to do these kids clinics. Now, look, I think that there's 2 sides to every story. And I know that there's some players that are saying that they've received permission or they did this or this. And, and I don't know. I
What do you
honestly
think
don't
about
know.
it being retroactive? So, for example, if they're going after them for years prior.
I think that's tough. I think that there should be a statute of limitations, whatever that. I don't know what that is. But I also feel like, and I'm not saying that PPA's, I've literally not talked to a single person at PPA, but let me just be honest. This might get me fined again. If you start a players union, the WPPA, that goes against your employer, and you're essentially,
But not all these people that have received that are.
I know. But you start something that's going against your employer,
Yeah.
and you're rallying people to go against your employer, and you are essentially, trying to get contracts changed, trying to do all these things, okay? And your employer becomes somewhat the enemy. I wouldn't expect that employer to do me any favors.
Sure.
And so I'm not saying that that employer is going out of their way to target somebody, but they're not going to do you any favors. Okay. So before I did something like that, okay, I would make sure that all of my I's are dotted, my T's are crossed, and I have fulfilled every single ounce of my contractual obligation. If my employer is trying to renegotiate deals because I am vastly overpaid, okay, if I am making $1 million a year and everybody else is renegotiating to a incentive-based contract, and my $1 million is a huge albatross on the organization, I am going to damn well make sure that I have completed every single ounce of obligation in my contract.
Yeah.
Because the employer would be stupid to not try and get out of that deal based off of a technicality if you're not completing your obligations.
Okay.
Right? If I have a paddle sponsor, Tyler.
Now, what if you're somebody that is not even a part of that?
Yeah.
They're going after you.
Well, then I think that employer is trying to show that they're being fair across the board.
Okay.
Right? I think that that's the play, is saying, look, we're not targeting you. We're going after everybody. But I do think that those players probably will have a little bit more leeway. And what I mean by that is, maybe they'll find other opportunities for them to complete their service. Right? Maybe they'll say, hey, you can go do this, or you can go do this. Where if I'm owed $1 million and I'm ranked 25th in the world and I haven't had results in 2 years since I signed that contract, and they have a chance to get out of that contract because I didn't complete my obligations, they would be stupid not to.
Yeah.
Just my opinion. If you could save that money, right?
Yeah.
And I think that there's certain players that are kind of untouchable. Ben's not out there doing clinics.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? AL's not out there doing clinics.
Yep.
I don't think that we're going to see Jeannie and Jack do clinics. Jeannie, she does clinics, she might get kidnapped. But my point is that, like, as a player, you better go through that contract, right? Like, even if you have a paddle sponsor, okay, here's some more advice. Here's my second advice. Should we do like a what's that, Dear Abby, where they write into the newspaper column?
Yeah.
My husband doesn't love me. I make him dinner after work. Well, what should I do? And she's like, put on something sexy.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
Done. Just do that.
All right. So here's the Dear Jimmy column. Okay. Even if you have a paddle sponsor and that paddle and your contract says you need to make 4 social media posts, you need to do this, you need to do this, make 5. If it says you needed to have 6 appearances a year, show up 7.
Not only that, document it.
And document it, yes. And you get it documented. Every single time you document it, you screenshot it, you timestamp it, and you send it to them, or you keep it in a folder, and you make sure, and you go through that, and you make sure you hit every single one of those obligations. Because guess what? Pickleball is new. These companies are spending a lot of money, and sometimes these companies can go belly up any second. It just is what it is. It's the nature of the sport right now. And if a company, look at Engage, right? Engage got rid of everybody. Right? They had all these pros. They got
except
rid of
for your favorite girl, Jessie.
Except for my favorite person, Jessie, because Gabe's going to carry her to the semis.
Finals.
But Engage got rid of everybody.
Yep.
There's other paddle sponsors right now that are getting rid of pros, right?
Yep.
So you make sure that you've documented everything and you've fulfilled all of your obligations, and don't commit to an obligation you can't fulfill, right? And then just cover your bases. Because I promise you, if I am running a paddle company, or if I'm running any sponsor, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Flickweight or Holy or whatever it is, and say financially I'm in trouble, and I'm like, okay, where can we cut? What can we do?
Yep.
Right? Where's Elon Musk with Doge? Right? What can we do? And I see, well, wait a minute. Tyler.loong has only made 2 social posts, and he's supposed to make 4. Tyler.loong's only done this and this. Where's the first place I'm going?
Are you calling me out?
No, it's an example. Okay. I'm going to Tyler.loong.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, hey, you haven't been meeting your obligations. We're going to terminate your contract.
Yep.
And so it's the same with the PPA. It's the same with the APP. It's the same with any job. If you have a normal job and they send you an offer letter and these are your obligations of your offer letter, right? And it's like, hey, you make sure you're freaking hitting that.
Yep.
Like, and read your contract over and over and over again. I mean, look, trust no one.
Trust no one. We've learned that very well.
Yeah, but I just mean that like you most people are good.
No, I'm serious. We've learned that through this. We've talked to multiple companies.
Yeah, and look, most people are good people, but my point is like, just cover your own bases, because even if people are kind and you do trust them to a certain extent,
they will always look out for themselves first.
Yeah, and honestly, they should. Nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
Nobody in this world owes you a single thing.
Unless you sign a contract with them.
They don't. But if you sign a contract and you meet your obligations, then they do for the duration of that contract.
Okay. Anything else, Jimmy?
No. But that's interesting. I'm curious to see how that plays out because look,
With that said, Vulcan, we appreciate your support for this sponsorship of this.
Still,
pod.
the official ball of MLP will be the official ball at MLP Cup coming up. There may be players missing from MLP Cup, but the Vulcan ball will not.
The official ball of pickleball.
Yes.
Minor league. Duper.
High res visibility
Exactly.
of that ball
It's great.
is incredible.
It plays great, especially in these colder conditions.
Yes.
It starts to play really good.
Yes.
Sometimes people complain about all balls getting a little bit mushy in the summertime, but right now this ball plays near perfection.
I think it's the best ball for all weather conditions.
Yeah.
I think that we are at a point in pickleball where, it's a plastic ball and everyone's like, how much innovation can you do? Mm-hmm. But there are some smart dudes out there and there's a lot of innovation coming. And I do think that we're at a point where we need different balls for different climates. But if you want the one ball that is universal, no matter what climate you're in, it plays similar.
Wow. Pingu is up 10%.
It's the Vulcan V Pro.
And ETH is back above 4,200. Let's go. Come on. All right. Real quick, do you want to give us the TLDR on World MLP Cup?
Yeah. MLP World Cup, Tyler, starts on Halloween. It is basically what it is they're doing pods, okay? I'm going to pull up.
Like pool play.
Pool play. Yep. So I'm going to pull up by the way, did you see that PPA signed a deal with Poly Market?
Yes.
No more Kalshi?
I did hear that.
Oh, I got invited to happy hour.
Where? When?
For the MLP Cup. Should I go to that?
Yes.
How do you feel about that? All right, MLP Cup. So everybody's in pods. You're in Premier. Premier has 4 pools. Pool 1,
okay.
Brooklyn, Columbus, Phoenix, Atlanta.
Okay.
Pool 2, New Jersey, LA, Chicago, Carolina. Pool 3, the Flash, the Ranchers, Miami, SoCal. Pool 4, the Shock, the Squeeze, the Black Diamonds, the Hustlers, and the newly crowned premier team, Las Vegas Night Owls. So that's 5.
Okay.
1 team from each pool will advance to a single elimination bracket.
Okay.
So we start on Halloween at 10 a.m.
Real quick, what's the prize money that they're going for?
It's $50,000 prize money. I do not know the breakdown of it.
For the winning team or total?
I think it's total.
Okay. So it's something like 30 or 25.
I mean, look, Challenger's going to get a Snickers bar and a Swig coupon.
Okay.
And then I would assume it's probably going to be like 25.
All right. Do you think players will be taking this serious? Because this was, I don't want to say it was added on late because it's always been there in the schedule, but a lot of the players didn't know about it.
Yeah, look, I think that's always been the play.
I heard that the Fives or maybe the Flash, they're switching the mix partnerships.
They're switching that they're actually doing an exhibition on the 29th.
Gotcha.
At Picklr Universe.
Gotcha.
And they're switching their partnerships for that.
Gotcha.
I would guess that for this, where there's actually money on the line,
gotcha,
they'll keep their partnerships the same. Look, here's the situation. Assuming everybody's at full strength, okay? Pool 1 is going to be Brooklyn or Columbus that comes out of Pool 1. Mm-hmm. Now, Columbus being a 5 is crazy because they just won the whole freaking thing.
Okay.
So having them as a 5 seed is actually kind of crazy. And doing this off of regular season standings is weird to me, right? Like the defending Super Bowl champion doesn't automatically get thrown in as a 5 seed. That's dumb, okay? Pool 2, it's going to be the 5s and the Mad Drops, right? One of them is going to come out on top. The Slice and the Hog, sorry. Phoenix, Atlanta. Atlanta has Chris Hayworth over Todd Fote, by the way. Mm-hmm. Pool 3 is Dallas and the Ranchers. Now, I have heard rumors that there is a possibility that maybe we don't see Tina Pisnick if this Rancher situation or if this contract situation. I don't know. But Flash are obviously heavy favorites there. I mean, really, it sounds stupid, but like Brooklyn and Columbus will be a good match. 5s in LA, maybe. But Pool 4, the squeeze in Utah could be a good match. Like you guys usually play pretty decent because you're close in seating. I think the Shock are probably the favorites there as well.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how Vegas does. I think that Vegas will probably beat the Hustlers, but I can't imagine them beating any other team. So if I look at this, we might just see the same 4 teams that we saw in New York. Shock.
Do you know if they're clinching? So if a team gets to three points, they stop, or do they play the full thing out?
If a team's up 3-0, fourth game will not be played.
Okay.
Which is great, right?
Yep.
So anyways, they play on Halloween. We start with Miami and Dallas on Halloween. We finish
Will
with...
the Fives dress up as clowns?
I hope so. Let's just be themselves. And then, on Sunday is the championship. Challenger. So Challenger, because Vegas moved up. Mm-hmm. The Chefs are not in good standing with the league.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. I think that they may... I
feel like you might have a little bit more information.
Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
I have, yeah.
Well, you know how
Classic.
he starts handing out the IOUs, puts them in the briefcase. He says, you might want to hold on to that one. I think MLP's been holding on to an IOU for a while, and they're like, hey, sorry, we're done holding on to this.
Okay.
So anyways, we're the 1 seed, the Bears, California Black Bears. DC's the 2, Bay Area's the 3. Bay Area has Jonathan Trong.
Okay.
For whatever reason, Sam Query can just continue to get out of all of these MLP events. And then the Smash are the 4. And then they're putting together a college all-star team.
Okay.
I don't know who's playing in that. No idea.
Will they actually be in college or adults?
So, dude, can we talk about this? Hang on. It's rant time. Buckle up.
Hey, we only got 15 minutes left.
Okay, buckle up. I have a problem with this. With I know that it is unsanctioned. Where's Jade? Jade, listen. Okay, you work in eligibility for the NCAA, so listen, please. I know that it's unsanctioned. Okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. But if you are 30-something years old and you're taking one class at UVU online, you are not allowed to play on the college all-star team anymore. Mm-hmm. It's time to go. It's time to give it up. It's time to move on. Okay? I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but you know who you are. Okay? If you have never stepped foot on campus at Utah Tech University, okay, but you're taking one class online, you do not belong on their college all-star team or on their college pickleball team. All right? You don't. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's circumventing the rules. There's other people that actually attend the school full-time that would much rather deserve to be on the team.
It is within the rules.
It is within the rules, and it's dumb. Okay? Because the reality is it's never going to be taken serious as a collegiate sport if we have 32-year-old, 33-year-old, whatever dudes taking one online class and playing for the school.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think it's ridiculous. I think it's dumb. I think that you've got to be you've got to take a minimum of 12 credits and be a full-time student, just like you do for any other collegiate sport.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that has to be the rule. I really do, because I'm sorry, but it's stupid. I mean, Jack Monroe taking one class at the University of Texas and being able to play on his collegiate team, right? Ava Ignatowicz, I don't think she's ever been to the University of Miami.
Yeah.
And she was on their collegiate team for a minute. She probably doesn't even know where it is. So I just feel like that those rules, the collegiate rules, Duper, Sarah Carpenter, I know this isn't you, so Tito, you watch the show. What's the dude's name? Mortada, Ben, Kevin Kim.
Just start naming everybody.
I'm naming everyone. I'm calling you all out. Let's tighten this up, okay? There are enough collegiate pickleball players out there that you can have legit teams with full-time students.
Okay.
All right? That's my rant for the day. I don't want to see grandpa freaking playing. Like, why wouldn't, it's so dumb. It's like G League players are now allowed to freaking go back and play college.
That'd be awesome to see.
They are. They're allowed.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, BYU's freaking recruiting a kid right now. He's played G League for 3 years, and now he's going to come play for BYU.
Really?
21 years old, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, look, I think that it's time. LeBron never went to college, so should LeBron be able to go play at Ohio State right now?
He's about to get busted.
Listen, LeBron.
He has a gag order. Nobody can speak his name.
LeBron runs the NBA. Runs it. Where's freaking Jason Stein? Are you involved? Do you think Jason Stein knows?
Oh, he knows.
Do you think that Rich Kleiman knows? These are MLP guys.
Oh, man. Hey, that could be the scandal.
Samin, was KD involved? What is happening?
All right. Question time. You ready?
Yes.
Please listen to Ava and Jim's commentary on this week's game, women's doubles, and they do the emoji.
Yeah, I did. And they started talking about their cats. Literally. I had to mute it. It was the Kawamotos.
Okay.
Their match. It was on grandstand. It was atrocious.
How does pickleball address...
And by the way, Ava was fine.
How does pickleball address the double bounce? If it double bounces, it's not...
Yeah, I mean, look, I know it's close, and sometimes you can't really tell, right? Because AB played a double bounce this weekend. Jack Sock obviously played the most obvious double bounce in the history of pickleball.
Yep.
But it's the ref's job, right? Like a player doesn't always know if you're sprinting full speed to get to a ball.
Most of the time they do.
It's just like a football player doesn't always know if they catch the ball or not, though, right? If you dive for a ball and it falls underneath you,
yeah,
a lot of times you're not 100% sure if you caught it, but you're going to sell it like you did.
All right, this person, in less words, they do not like Annalie Waters, constantly yelling when clipping the net. What do you guys think?
Yeah, look, I think that she is trying to, almost in a weird way, show like, I don't know, it just feels fake. They're right. It feels like fake emotion.
Do you think that Roscoe would be number one if he learned to utilize his height?
Well, he does. The problem is he utilizes it too much. Go watch Roscoe Bellamy play mixed and watch how he comes all the way over and he takes a dink from his partner. Now, Elise Jones is she's a very good dinker. Mm-hmm. And he takes a dink from Elise Jones for zero reason whatsoever. He doesn't take the dink for any reason whatsoever other than the fact that he can reach the ball. It's dink with a purpose. So, yeah, I think that Roscoe, using his height is great and using his length is great, but you have to be able to use it for a purpose. Mm-hmm. And it happens in mixed all the time. These dudes will come over and they'll take a ball from a female who is perfectly capable. It's one thing if you're taking a ball because you're setting up a shot or you're speeding it up or you're going behind them or, you're the guy, so you got a little bit more power, a little bit more length, whatever. But if you're coming over just to take a dink, just to hit it right over the net.
Yeah.
Right? All you're doing is putting yourself out of position for no reason at all.
Is Eric Onsens the most improved player of the year?
I think you could argue that. I think that he's definitely had a pretty solid year if you combine his MLP results with his...
Who else would be contenders?
I mean, Gabe Tardio has got to be right there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, 6 medals, 6 straight medals in men's. What has he got? 10 overall, 11 overall. It's pretty insane. I think you can maybe be able to argue Hayden, but I don't think Hayden has the wins that Gabe does. So that would make it tough. I think you can even make an argument for Alshon.
Okay. Is there more harm than good when women play straight up, missed, middle, dinks, etc.?
Depends on who the women are, right? Like, I don't think that there's really, other than AL, dominant left side women. There's not a lot of dominant, like you're like, she's got to be on the left. She's a dominant left sider.
Yeah.
And if you watch like Tyra and Georgia, right? Tyra can play both. Georgia can play both. Now, does Tyra prefer the left? Yes, but she can play both. Jackie just played with Megan and they played both. Jackie and Rachel for DC, they weren't good at the beginning of the year. They started playing straight up and they've gotten a lot better. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, who's the dominant left? I mean, and AL is really good on the right. She plays the right just fine.
Got to hear about Jimmy's workout routine. Do you have a workout routine?
Yeah.
What is it?
I wake up.
And?
That's it. Getting out of bed is enough. It's hard enough some days, okay?
All right. This is a question that I've had myself, but they said, what's happened to Colin Johns? Is he meeting his PPA contract obligations?
Well, I hear that he's in
So he's in Asia.
And
I would imagine he's worked something out with PPA.
Yeah, so he's in Asia. He's doing some sort of coaching where he's teaching. My understanding is that he's teaching coaches how to coach. Mm-hmm. So he's teaching the teachers. And he's going to be there for 3 months. Do you think Homegirl's with him? What's her name?
I can't remember.
His girlfriend.
Meh.
Maddie. Maddie Torin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, you think she went?
I don't know. She does a lot of the video stuff, so I'm not sure.
Is she documenting it?
Not sure. Maybe for a little bit. Maybe not the whole time.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, he's teaching. I don't know. I mean, we're not going to see him on tour till at least the end of the year, is my understanding.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Probably good for him.
Baddies of Pickleball. It's got to be Camilla or Ava that runs this account. But
I think so too. But I don't think they're smart enough to run the AI. Although Ava does brag about how much she knows about AI.
This account said, "Are you live streaming the game with the game versus Camilla and Ava? And what is the predicted score?"
0-0, and we'll either live stream it or maybe we'll just record it and post it, and we'll have Ava do her pickle report during the match of how many times she gets bagged over and over again.
How great was it to have Paris commentating Hunter's match? She kept calling him Johnson.
Dude, I think when a girl, female, especially one that you're dating, uses your last name, I hate it. I have a buddy, his name's Mike, and his wife calls him, his last name's Duncan. His wife calls him Duncan. We all call him Duncan, Dunk. We've called him that. I've known him for 20 years. And his wife calls him Dunk. She'll be like, Duncan. And it's like, your last name's Duncan too. Like, it bothers me. So Paris calling him Johnson is like a slap in the face. It's like getting a thumbs up emoji. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Vivian Glausman? We've talked about her.
Yeah, she can only play MLP. She didn't want to take a pay cut. Her contract is kind of jacked. They thought they came to an agreement. She said, no, just kidding. So now basically her skills are diminishing in purgatory somewhere.
Lee Waters wears interesting Gucci outfits. Why?
She's rich and she wants you to know it. Did you see her shirt today, though?
I did not.
It said like Annalie Waters and had all these pictures of her daughter, and it said like Atlanta Cup Slam Champion 20. It was like 2022 or something. Triple Crown.
Hey, let's go.
2022. I thought that's what maybe it was 2025, but I thought it said 2022.
Watching Gabe has been great. Do you think he would be as good without Ben?
No, because Ben is incredible. But do Gabe and Daescu have ultimate great success? Yeah, they did. Right?
I'm going to take the contrary opinion. He could maybe be better.
Without Ben?
Yeah, because he's able to cover more court.
But do you think if Gabe was playing the left, or you're just saying as a right sider covering more court?
Either side.
Do you think that Gabe and Hayden, how good would Gabe and Hayden be?
Well, I mean, they're on the shock, right?
Yeah, and they're very good.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, could they win PPAs week in, week out?
We don't know, but it seems like they have the ingredients to.
Do you think Gabe would be better without Jesse?
I don't know. A silver is tough.
Silver
is tough.
It's hard. I'm not saying it's not hard, but do you think Gabe and Jesse could beat Ben and AL? If they played 100 times, do you think they could beat them? 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. No.
Never.
No.
Right? Not one chance.
But I don't think there's many.
Okay. Do you think Gabe and Anna Bright could beat them if they played 100 times? Yes, you do. See?
No, I actually don't know about that.
Okay, but you
Ben
hesitated.
Johns has Anna Bright down.
I know, but you hesitated thinking that
because I didn't want to say something rude.
But it is more possible.
Sure, maybe they
one of the female partners moves and the other doesn't.
Jesse took Leia 3 games in singles.
I didn't say Jesse was the one that didn't move. You did.
All right, over under 0.5 medals in men's singles and PPA USA tournaments for Ben Johns in 2026.
0.5?
So how? Yeah, do they get one tournament?
Over. Yeah, over. He's going to win one. He'll win one.
I think he might be done soon in singles.
I mean, he could, but I think he'll win one. I mean, he's still like, it's not like he's still very good, but what will be interesting is because of his current trend as we get into next year after MLP. So we get into like May and June or whenever after MLP, I guess. So more like it's going to be like before MLP and then again after, and he starts having some of these wins drop off, right?
Yeah.
And his seeding starts to get,
it's
already like 7.
Yeah.
And it starts to get worse.
Yep.
It just makes it that much more difficult for him.
Yep.
And that will be interesting because it's not going to be easy. There's no walks in the park anymore.
All right, good question. How long can Matt Wright keep winning at the pro level? Can he win past 50?
Yes, because his game style, it's not like he relies on athleticism. It's not like he doesn't. It's okay. It's not like he relies on any sort of crazy speed. He's not relying on power. He's smart, and he has fast hands.
I think obviously it depends on who he partners with.
Sure.
But one thing that I've said on the show before.
Keep those youngsters that take a lot of court.
One thing that I've said on the show before is I've been playing this game for a very long time, and there was this one senior that he was at the top of the game, top 10, top 5 almost. And as soon as he turned 50, it was the weirdest thing ever. He started playing seniors. He did play pros a little bit, but he just fell off. Fell off completely.
So there is like this.
But it's weird. It was like all of a sudden, right when he turned 50, it was like completely different. I don't think Matt will go that way. But it was weird to see this one player.
Well, there is like this old adage about like when you fall off quick. Like it happens with quarterbacks. It happens with all other sports.
But it was crazy. This guy was literally a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Winning nationals, top 2 nationals. And then all of a sudden he's not even getting out of the first round.
Well, and the other thing, like anybody that follows the NFL, and since you're a huge football guy now, NFL running backs are worthless past 30. And the stats kind of show it. Now, there's a few exceptions, but if you're an NFL running back and you turn 30 years old, because of the miles, because of the hits, because of all the things, you fall off a map. I mean, it's pretty incredible. Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that there's a certain age, right? But I do think that Matt's game, I mean, he's already 47, 48. So I think he's
48, 49.
If he keeps this up for 2 years and he's playing with Onsens, he's playing with these young kids, I don't think that's that crazy. Do I think that 3-4 years from now? No. But I think he could do it for a year or two.
Good question. Is Gabe still friends with the Johnsons and that group, or does he have a new group?
No, I think they're all. I think they all live in Boca, so they probably practice together.
But he used to be very
he was very close. He was part of Julie's crew. He was like her son. When he chose to go with Ben, I mean, look, for years and years and years, the rumor was that they were grooming Gabe to take over for Dylan. Grooming is a bad word.
Yeah.
But that Gabe was the heir apparent to play with J-Dub, take over for Dylan, and that they were training him up to get better and better. And then he was supposed to play with J-Dub, and Ben came along and asked, and he chose Ben. And I think it was really hard for him. I think that he actually had told Ben yes before he had told Julie. And so I think it was something super difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of a fracture there. But looking back, if you're Julie Johnson, there's no way in hell she can't think that he made the right choice. Right? Now, do I think that him and J-Dub would have success? Of course. But were him and J-Dub going to win 6 in a row? No way. He made the right choice. Yeah. It's the same thing with Anna Bright and Rachel. Right? Like, the problem with Anna Bright is she made comments about how it's more fun to beat, AL. Yeah. But you cannot fault her for going to play with AL. Absolutely not. Especially when we're going prize money. There's not a player on tour that wouldn't freaking ditch their own mother to go play with her if you're playing for prize money. Yeah. So, and Gabe did the same thing with Ben.
Okay, Jimmy, that was a longer episode. Sorry. Anything else that we missed or you want to talk about?
No, but coming up, Tyler, Worlds. One of the best events.
We've talked about this, but we will be doing I don't even know if it's an exhibition match, but the fun match against Ava Camilla. Honestly, do you think we'll win?
So people think I'm joking. I'm not kidding. I have not touched a paddle. I have not played in months. 6, 7 months, maybe? 6, 7? Is that 6, 7, I think? Anyways, I haven't in a really, really long time. So that gives them a glimmer of hope. However, I have faith in you.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you may have...
So this is all on me. I got to get my shoulders strong.
I am Colin Johns. Okay? I'm going to stand off the side.
Well, are you going to make balls? Because Colin makes balls.
I'm going to drink my milk.
Okay.
I'm going to bitch about the lighting. I'm going to complain about the ball.
Okay.
I'm going to complain about the net courts. And I'm going to tell Ava, enjoy losing in the first round for eternity.
Okay.
And then you win. Okay.
All right. Make sure to come on out. Also, if there's any specific players, personalities, anyone that we're able to talk with, let us know down below, and we'll try to set that up for
should we get
podcast.
Should we get Matt Kearney?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Should we talk to him?
Yeah. Let's get Ogden. Who else?
Oh, actually, BYU plays Iowa State, so he might be busy. Or no, they play Texas Tech.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll be busy that day.
Yeah, he'll have a shirt.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll be busy. So.
Okay. All right. If you've made it this far, please do us a big favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. It helps this channel grow, which we love. We will see you guys.
Should we get Alex Crum to come rap freestyle?
Next time you hear from us, it will be from Dallas.
Yeah. We'll have to do it from Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. See you guys.